What's up everyone, Brendan here, aka The Gut Whisperer, in front of the whiteboard. I'm going to be talking today about colonoscopies and why quite often when someone is looking for a diagnosis or they've got an appointment to get a colonoscopy, quite often when they finish the procedure, it comes back inconclusive. What does that mean? Well, they don't necessarily find something bad, which is a good thing, because really when you're doing a colonoscopy, you're looking for cancer cells, some serious ulcerations happening within the wall of the large intestine. But when people have compromised digestion or they're fluctuating between constipation and diarrhea, quite often a colonoscopy will find really nothing. It'll be inconclusive. Like I said, if you're looking for cancer or some serious bacterial overgrowth like E. coli, for example, that will be a determinant factor. But quite often, a colonoscopy will not be conclusive if you have compromised digestion. And I'm going to explain. If you don't know who I am, my name is Brendan. I'm the Gut Whisperer, and I help people with their digestive issues. If you've got constipation, chronic heartburn, diarrhea, upset stomach, that typical Pepto-Bismol song, I can help with your issues. Now, before I begin, I cannot talk about the colonoscopy or that procedure without giving you a background on the whole digestive tract. If you've been to some of my classes, my workshops, if you attended some of my Zoom calls, or you've been one of my clients and patients working with my 45-day gut reset protocol, you've seen this. So I can't teach without showing you this. So let me explain really quickly the whole digestive tract, and then I can move in, and then you'll get a better understanding why a colonoscopy may not be a conclusive tool for you to find out if in fact you have compromised digestion. So let's begin. Really quick, this is a magnified version of the digestive tract. Here's the esophagus. That's obviously when you chew your food. Food travels down into the esophagus. Once it goes down, it's going to enter the stomach. The stomach is an environment filled with lots and lots of acidity. You need that acidity to break down the foods, turn them into smaller amino acids for travel into the small intestine, where more nutrient absorption occurs and more assimilation and breakdown of those foods occur. So again, from the stomach, it goes into the small intestine. However, with the presence of all of that acidity in the stomach, the pancreas sort of responds accordingly, kind of like a traffic light. So the pancreas is responsible for secreting digestive enzymes. And the pancreas needs to basically determine that there is stomach acid coming down the esophagus, past the duodenum, into the small intestine. And when that happens, the pancreas releases all of those digestive enzymes. In addition to that, it releases something called bicarbonate. And bicarbonate neutralizes all of that acidity from the stomach to go into the small intestine. If the pancreas is not able to determine enough acidity, the pancreas will not release all of those digestive enzymes as well as the bicarbonate. As a result, you will have a lot of acidity occurring in the small intestine, and that will cause a lot of upset with gas, bloating, because the acidity is going to cause a lot of rancidity happening and a lot of gas, and gas is going to go up or gas is going to go down. So remember that. The pancreas is responsible for all those enzymes and kind of relaxing all of that acidity. Food gets broken down furthermore in the small intestine and then travels into the large intestine for the pretty much last breakdown of all of the food. A little bit of vitamin K gets absorbed and produced in there. Furthermore, all that water gets taken out of the large intestines, and that's where obviously fecal matter develops and then exits out of the rectum. Now, I'm going to show you really quick how far the tube, the camera of the colonoscopy goes. It actually goes all the way, basically all the way through the large intestine, the colon, basically to about the end where it meets the small intestine. Now, if you've got compromised digestion, if you've got a lot of nutrient malabsorption, a lot of that occurs in the small intestine. So the camera is not going to determine what that is. And if you do not have ulcers or cancerous cells forming in the large intestine, that's all that it's going to find. It's not going to see if you've got compromised digestion or not. And for that matter, those types of practitioners, they're not there to basically determine if you've got compromised digestion. They're there just looking to see the tissue. They're looking to see the integrity of the cells to see if there's any cellular irregularities. So basically, when someone's got IBS or they've got chronic heartburn or GERD or diarrhea, constipation, basically the whole compromisation of digestion, the colonoscopy is not going to come back conclusive. It's not going to say whether something's wrong or not. They're looking for tissue irregularities, which is a good thing when they say, sorry, you don't have anything wrong with you, but you've got compromised digestion. So quite often I'll be working with potential clients or doing a call, a discovery call, and someone will say, I just want to wait because I've got a colonoscopy booked in a month or 2 months and I'm waiting for a diagnosis. That's basically saying, like, you're going to drive your car with the engine light on, you see the white smoke pouring out of the exhaust, but you're just going to keep on driving it until you go to the mechanic for an actual diagnosis. No, you're going to go right to the mechanic, you're going to fix the issue. And a lot of times people will wait for that official diagnosis from the colonoscopy, and then they're going to work with maybe a doctor or something like that to prescribe them some anti-inflammatories or something. But the main problem is compromised digestion. The main problem is a lack of stomach acid. The main problem is poor eating habits and not even chewing their food properly. The main problem is lack of stomach acid. The main problem is the pancreas does not secrete those digestive enzymes. The main problem is the pancreas can't release the bicarbonate to neutralize all of that acidity. The main problem is a lack of nutrient absorption happening in the small intestine. You've got all of these large macromolecules basically invading into the systemic bloodstream, causing an immune response, further agitating the whole inflammatory process. And then you've got IBS or some, fluctuating between constipation and diarrhea because you've got so much acidity, you've got these large food molecules that aren't even digested. That's the main problem. And a colonoscopy is not going to determine all of that stuff upstream, okay? So that's why I wanted to share this with you. Colonoscopies are great to find out if you have some serious tissue problems happening. But if you've got compromised digestion, probably going to find nothing. It's going to be inconclusive. So again, if you've got these issues or if you've heard the phone conversation saying, you've got to book a colonoscopy in 2 months' time, don't do anything until then, you need to see someone like me so we can address your whole lifestyle, fix your diet, fix your whole eating patterns, address your stomach acid, address your digestive enzymes with your pancreas and get all that working properly and ensure that you've got these large macromolecules being actually broken down into smaller amino acids, and they're not invading into the bloodstream causing an immune response. I hope you got all of that information. So again, my name is Brendan. I'm the Gut Whisperer. And if you need my help, if this sounds familiar to you, give me a call, send me an email, and we can work together on a one-on-one program and we can fix your gut. So when you do book that consultation or that colonoscopy, it will definitely come back inconclusive and the doctor will say, what did you do? Because that's what happens when people work with me. So again, my name is Brendan. I'm the Gut Whisperer. And if you like this, hit a like, hit a subscribe, and reach out anytime.